Hey everyone, it's the Vigilant Christian Mario, and you're here for another edition of Illuminati New World Order Exposed. In today's video, I wanted to do a follow-up to the video that I did yesterday called Marching to Zion, Exposing Illuminati Rothschilds. So I'll leave the link in the description section if you didn't see it already, but I got a lot of backlash, and I knew this would happen. I got called an anti-Semitic and all this nonsense. Well, in today's video, I want to show you that there is Jews themselves who reject Zionism. So are they anti-Semitic? Are they? Does that make any sense? No, not at all. What you need to realize is the current state of Israel is not a representation of the Jewish people. It is the synagogue of Satan who is pretending to be Jews. I'm going to play some audio clips here, or some video clips. This one first, Jews Against Zionism and Rothschilds. I'll go ahead and leave the link to this video also in the description section, and I highly recommend that you check it out. If you think the current Zionist state of Israel is actually a representation of the Jewish people, you need to wake up. And here, it starts here.
Judaism is a religion, a spirituality to serve God, thousands of years old. Zionism is only around 100 years old. It is the transformation from religion to nationalism, to materialism, created by non-religious Jews who hated the religion. And they really didn't want Judaism. They didn't even want to make their state in Palestine, only in Uganda at the first meetings. The reason they used the name Israel, the Star of David, hijacking, stealing the identity of Judaism and the Jewish people, is in order to get a legitimacy for their existence, that people should say, oh, it's God given to them, and that they should put fear and intimidate people from speaking up against their actions because they'll call them anti-Semitic. Yeah. There couldn't be anything further from the truth. As I say, the best friends of the Jewish people is Turkey. The best friends of the Jewish people is all the Muslim countries who've helped the Jews all the time when they ran away from their problems in other lands. So how could you say this? It's something totally different. It's a political, selfish, flawed movement called Zionism that has no legitimacy to exist. It's against the Torah. Maybe just say one thing. It's against the Torah in its essence. The concept for Jews to have a state is expressly forbidden in the Torah, in the Jewish teaching, since the destruction of the temple 2,000 years ago. We were told by the Almighty in a prophecy of King Solomon, and that we are forbidden to have our own entity, our own state, our own kingdom, even in an uninhabited land. And this was held by all Jews around the world for thousands of years. And it makes it worse, compounds the sin, the crime in having the state, because this state of Israel that these nationalists made it in Palestine, made it in a land that was inhabited by the majority Muslim people, by the Palestinian people. So to steal their land, to kill, to oppress, to banish them from the homes, it flies in the face and contradicts everything of the Torah that says thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, that one has to emulate God, be compassionate. So they've used our identity to rebel against God and to desecrate God's name, and to create a rift between Jews and Muslims, and to make a river, an endless river of blood for the Muslims, for the Palestinian people, and anti-Semitism for the Jews, and death for the Jews also. This is unfathomable and unacceptable in no manner.
All right, so there you have a Jewish rabbi telling you very clearly that the current state of Israel and the Zionist movement is not a representation of the Jews. In fact, it is against the Torah, as he mentioned. And I even see some evangelical Christians who lose their mind and they get brainwashed by the Zionist movement. And then what they do is, oh yeah, we need to go to war when the Torah says thou shalt not kill. And as you heard the rabbi confirm that they can't represent the true God of the Bible, Yahweh, our Father, the one who sent his Son. They can't. They do everything against the Word of God. What I'm also going to play for you is this from True Torah News, Jews. I'll leave it in the description section. This is, again, Jews who are against Zionism. This is a very popular website. We're going to listen very quickly. And these are only clips that I've played you. There's way more. There's 14 minutes of that interview, so go ahead and check it out. But we're going to listen to this one now, True Torah Jews, the real reasons behind Israelis' leaders claiming to speak for Jews.
As has been widely publicized, Benjamin Netanyahu has stated that he has come to the United States to speak to Congress not merely as the Prime Minister of Israel, but also, and I quote, as an emissary of the entire Jewish people. This statement of his has been strongly repudiated by so many Jews, ranging from all the ultra-Orthodox all the way to the secular liberal, for many different reasons. What is the story here? Does Benjamin Netanyahu in fact represent all the world's Jewry?
Of course he doesn't represent the world's Jewry. Benjamin Netanyahu is an elected leader. He's a head of state of a foreign country. I'm an American citizen. I'm a citizen of the United States of America, and I'm a practicing Jew. Benjamin Netanyahu is neither. How in the world would he represent me? My family is from Poland. They've been there 500 years. How in the world would Netanyahu come to be my emissary? I didn't elect him. I didn't ask him to represent me. Neither did the other Jews in the country. So the simple answer is no. It's an absurd claim he makes.
All right, so there you have, once again, a Jewish man telling you that those claims that the current state of Israel represents true Judaism is absolutely, absolutely ridiculous, nonsense, crazy, mind control from the elite. So that's it for Jews exposing Zionism. I got called anti-Semitic, so I guess they are too, these Jewish men who are claiming that the state of Israel is not a true representation, right? By that logic? No. People, you're being conditioned and brainwashed by the elite. What is the current state of Israel? It is a creation of the synagogue of Satan, the Rothschild family, an Illuminati bloodline that has taken on the appearance of the people of God and has convinced the great majority of evangelical Christians into this great delusion. Do not be deceived. It is one of Satan's favorite things to do, is to masquerade himself as an angel of light. So you don't think that he's going to masquerade himself as God's people? Of course. And that's what this whole Israel state and Zionist movement is. It's the enemy masquerading as God's people, deceiving the Christians who are not in depth enough in understanding how the enemy works. And there we have it. There we have this great, massive deception. And we should just wake up and recognize that the Illuminati puppets, those who are in positions of power in the government, are always backing Israel, this Rothschild creation, Zionist, false movement. Check out deesillustrations.com. He does great work, great illustrations, by the way. Check it out. So this is what's actually happening. We have Rothschild Zionism that is holding the strings of the those little puppets that are being used. Just look at them going to their wall and pretending to be Jews, but with the Jews, but they're not. They're with the false ones, the fake one, the synagogue of Satan, who pretend to be Jews in order to deceive people. They do not represent the true They do not represent true Judaism. They are the Zionists, the false ones, and people are being deceived. It's even crept in, like I mentioned, to the evangelical church. You have deceivers like this guy, Hagee, who goes around with the elite Zionist puppets in order to deceive evangelicals, and we even have evangelicals supporting the state of Israel. And again, the state of Israel is a Zionist false movement. We just heard the Jewish people tell that themselves. The church has bought into this because of the Schofield Bible, Sunday sermon, how Christianity has been infiltrated and controlled by Zionism. You can just see that because of the reaction of my original video, and anyone who's going to speak out against Israel, the false Israel, not the real Israel, this false, fake Rothschild synagogue of Satan funded one, you're going to get attacked. You're going to be, oh, you're anti-Semitic. you're not of God, you're a false preacher, when in fact they are under the control of the Zionist false movement. The Schofield Reference Bible is a Zionist interpretation of the Bible scripture footnoted in modern English, written in 1909 by convicted felon Cyrus Schofield, financed by Jewish backers with bribes, false Jews, the Rothschilds, and the Bible was forced into Bible colleges, the pulpits of Christian ministers, and the 20th century Christian beliefs. The Bible is a powerful Zionist tool in the creation and support of the illegal state of Israel and subjugation of the Christian religion into Zionism. So we need to start getting with the real Jews and saying, no, we reject this false system that so many people are believing in. The truth hurts sometimes. The truth is the truth, and I'm not going to hold punches back, and I'm just going to unleash it, and it's not going to make me popular. You can even go to the other video. You're going to see people, I unsub. You're anti-Semitic, and unsub. Okay, go ahead. I don't care. I really don't care, because I'm here to please God, not man. It doesn't matter if I'm trying to please you. I'm not going to continue in the lies and telling you that the state of Israel right now is a true representation of Israel. It's not. And people need to wake up. And another thing to notice is, look at the reaction people are having. I'm going to unsub. I can't believe you're doing this, because they're under that much mind control. Thanks for taking the time. This is the Vigilant Christian saying God bless each and every one of you. As always, stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. I can't say it enough. And fear no evil.